I was on my prayer walk this morning and I was just inspired to basically share something that's been on my heart, but it was not in my daily Bible reading. I go through the Bible, I do a Bible plan through the year, and in my Bible plan through the year, we're in actually Romans. But as I was walking and I was thinking about all the transition that my wife and I are going through with moving, um, a lot of things get brought to the surface that is from the flesh and not from the spirit, and there's a lot of conflict and tension. And yesterday my wife and I, we had to just sit down and simply just say, hey, are our priorities in order? Because when we get our priorities in order, then maybe we can get our patience and our peace and our practice right. Because right now there's no peace, there's no patience, and everything is out of practice. So let's just get our priorities in order. So we did that. We sat down and we came up with a roadmap and we reprioritized what was important. The frustration in our relationship comes from expecting godliness from one another. We expect the fruit of the Spirit from one another because we claim to be Christians. And then I started meditating on the fruit of the Spirit this morning as I was praying through what we're going through. And I realized that the fruit of the Spirit is not for you to enjoy. It's for others to experience after you've enjoyed Jesus. So there's no striving for joy or striving for peace or forbearance or kindness or goodness or faithfulness. We're not striving to be that. That does not come from us. That comes from the result of us enjoying Jesus, and then others experience that because we first enjoyed Jesus. And so if you are interested in understanding what the fruit of the Spirit is, this is what this video is about essentially. And so Galatians 5:22 through 23 says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Against such things there's no law." And so remember, the fruit of the Spirit is a result of connection to Jesus, not effort from your flesh. Remember, no root, no fruit. You cannot manufacture the fruit of the Spirit. It's grown as we are connected to Jesus. And you can read John 15:15. He says, "If you abide in me, you will bear much fruit." And so let's break down what the fruit of the Spirit is in case you don't know what these terms mean. And these terms are ambiguous because it's not about what we think it means. Honestly, it's what the author thinks it means to the first century audience that he was talking to. So when it comes to love, that's a sacrificial care for others that is not based on feelings but choice. You can read more about that in 1 Corinthians 13. Joy is a deep gladness in God that isn't dependent on circumstances. Peace is inner calm and trust in God's control over all circumstances. Forbearance or patience is the ability to endure difficult people or situations without giving up. So difficult people, like I call difficult people sandpaper people, because sandpaper people, they tend to rub you the wrong way, but what's happening is they're rubbing the hard edges off your life so that you become softer. Kindness. Kindness is a gentle disposition that shows up in our actions. Goodness is moral integrity and desire to do what is right. Faithfulness is loyalty and reliability in relationships and responsibilities. We need faithful people. Gentleness is strength under control, not weakness, but humility. And I like to use the example of Bruce Banner, who's able to control the Hulk, which makes him stronger than the Hulk. That's what gentleness is. And then lastly, self-control. And that's the ability to say no when the flesh wants to say yes. So, do you have to strive for these things? Absolutely not. All you have to do is deeply enjoy Jesus. And those who do, and when you do, the result will bear much fruit. And others will experience the love, the joy, the peace, the patience, the kindness, the goodness, the gentleness, the faithfulness, and self-control. even though maybe at the moment it's not enjoyable for you to be self-controlled or to be faithful or to show goodness. Your job is not to enjoy the expression of the fruit of the Spirit. Your job is to enjoy Jesus, and then others will enjoy the fruit that your relationship with Jesus produce. So this week, read Galatians 5, but don't just read it, enjoy it. And then live it, because fruit is meant to bless other people around you. I love you, and I'll see you later. Peace.